I've got some great tips for you to save money at the gas pump, put that money back in your pocket, and also give you a lower carbon footprint in the process. Let's start out by the stuff that's free. Get the junk out of your trunk. Carrying around all this excess weight just costs you money at the gas pump. Matter of fact, it's 2% per 100 pounds of weight you're carrying that it's costing you in your fuel efficiency. Also, make sure your gas cap is tight, because if the gas cap is loose, you're part of that 147 million gallons that's evaporating every year out of cars that have loose or missing gas caps. Another thing, 44 million people every year are driving on underinflated tires. Part of this problem is they really don't know where to find the tire pressure, or they don't know how to use this little device that checks the tire pressure for you. So if you're afraid to do it, or you don't know where to find the information, it is not on the side of the tire. That's the maximum pressure. Where it is located is in the door jamb or in the owner's manual. But if you're afraid to do it, you don't want to get dirty, whatever, Goodyear is offering this Goodyear Free Air campaign right now, where you can go to any one of these Goodyear tire centers. They will inspect your tire and bring it up to the proper air pressure, manufacturer recommendation, and you'll get better fuel economy in the process. So it's all free. Now, there's other things you can do that are going to start costing a little money, but it's maintenance stuff anyway. You should have probably done it along the scheduled maintenance anyway. If you haven't, these things are going to start costing you some big bucks in the long run. How about an air filter? It's only 10, 15, 20 bucks for most cars, and this air filter can cost you 10% of your fuel economy. So change your air filter. Make sure that your spark plugs and your tune-up is in good shape, because worn out spark plugs, that'll really be a gas mileage killer. And make sure you change that dirty engine oil, put in nice clean engine oil, and you want to do that every 4,000 miles or 6 months, whatever comes first. So these things you can do to save yourself fuel economy. The next thing you can do, again, it's free. Maybe the hardest part is a paradigm shift, changing the way you think about driving. If you drive aggressively, and I do because I test cars on the racetrack all the time, you're going to cost yourself as much as 33% of your fuel economy. And the reality is, if you change the way you think when you get behind the wheel and say, wow, this is really going to cost me a lot to drive with a heavy right foot, then you may start slowing down. If you're driving fast on the freeway, back it off a few notches. Because again, 33% of your fuel economy is wasted when you drive aggressively. So also, if you come up to a stoplight, or you're behind a train and you're sitting there, turn the engine off. Because if you're going to sit there for longer than 30 seconds, you get 0 miles to the gallon while the car is idling. If you do all this, you're going to lower your carbon footprint, put money back in your pocket. That's all good.